The Denver Nuggets are still one of the most efficient teams in the NBA, but this season, they are not the same. The results show it. Denver is around 47-28, which keeps them competitive in the Western Conference. But that record also reflects inconsistency. Not dominant, not unstable, but not as controlled as before. Everything still runs through Nikola Jokić. He is averaging close to 28.9 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 10.3 assists per game. That level of production keeps the system functioning. He controls possessions, creates scoring opportunities, and maintains offensive structure. But one important factor this season is availability. Jokić has not had a major injury, but there have been rest and load management games. And in those games, the difference is clear. Without him, ball movement slows, shot quality drops, offensive efficiency declines. This shows how dependent the team is on his presence. When Denver wins, the pattern is consistent. They control the pace. They operate through half-court offense. They generate high assist numbers, efficient shooting, and structured possessions. Players like Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon fit into defined roles. Murray provides scoring, often 20-plus points, and handles late-game shot creation. In one game, he scored 37 points with 10 three-pointers, showing his impact when the offense is flowing. Gordon contributes through defense, cutting, and interior finishing. When all of this connects, Denver looks efficient and difficult to stop. But their losses show clear issues. They struggle against weaker teams, with a record below .500 teams around 17-19. That shows inconsistency in execution. They also struggle when perimeter shots are not falling. Opponents increase defensive pressure. The game becomes faster. In those situations, their weaknesses appear. Transition defense becomes a problem. Against the New York Knicks, Denver suffered a 142-103 loss, a 39-point defeat. In that game, defensive rotations failed early, transition defense collapsed, and the offense never recovered once the pace increased. That is not about talent, it is about execution. Defensively, Denver is not elite. They rely on positioning more than speed. Their defensive rating is around the lower half of the league. Against fast and perimeter-heavy teams, rotations can break down, especially when forced into quick decisions. Jamal Murray has also dealt with minor injuries and physical management during the season. While not a major long-term absence, these stretches affect his rhythm and consistency. In games where Murray is not fully sharp, shot creation decreases, perimeter pressure increases on Jokić. Late-game execution becomes less reliable. For a team that depends on the Jokić-Murray two-man game, even small disruptions impact overall performance. Statistically, the contrast is clear. They have one of the best offenses, 120-plus points per game. A top offensive rating, approximately 121. But defensively, they rank around the lower tier. This imbalance explains their results. In the playoffs, their identity remains the same. They slow the game down. They rely on half-court execution, Jokic's decision-making, and structured offense. This works in a series format, but it also increases pressure on consistency. If shooting drops, or if Jokić is limited, their system becomes easier to contain. So this is not a completely different team, but it is a more dependent one. Dependent on health, dependent on efficiency, and dependent on execution every game. The Denver Nuggets are still one of the most efficient offensive teams in the NBA, but with defensive weaknesses and heavy reliance on Jokić, do you think this version of the Nuggets can win another championship?